Hey guys, this is KTC Gaming, and I'm doing a Road to Glory a career mode. Yep. So basically the aim is to choose one of the worst teams on FIFA. And you're gonna see them in a minute, and it's there you go, Barnet FC. I'm gonna choose them. I'm gonna manage them, and hopefully I'll get them to the Prem. If a few offers come along the way, I may have to accept them. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm staying here for the moment. Anyway, so while I put in all these boring default settings, um, yeah, so this is just my first. Oh, there you go. Sky Sports HD. Barnet excited about future with Johnson. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too, lads. It's gonna be good. We're gonna get to the Prem. Oh, and Johnson looking for an opportunity on the international stage. Well, I never remember saying that, but there you go. So here we go. Squad report. Now I need to check which players were doing well, which players weren't, and generally the whole idea was nah, we didn't have a good team, but that's okay. We'll sort that out as that goes along. But yeah, I mean it was pretty crap. I mean there's like I think at least three or four players under 50 overall, which is appalling. I mean, whereas in Ultimate Team you can just buy someone for 1,000 coins. Anyway, don't worry, we'll make sure that we replace those guys. And generally, what was just disappointing was the pace. I mean, there's a few people like Kaba and Abdullah who are okay, but generally pace was just look 44 there. It's pretty awful rating overall. But anyway, pace was a bit of a disappointment. So after that, I wanted to boost some funds, and as you can see, Luke Grimbin or something like that, and Andrew Yedom, um, both getting the boot from me. Unfortunately, they're just not in my plans for now. Try to get rid of Lowe, but he just recently joined. I mean, I mean, I just wanted to boost some funds to get some better players, some pace players. I mean, pace is really key in this. If I can get some pace, then um, it'll be uh, it'll be much easier just with pace. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just um yeah, Curtis Weston, he's a good player. I know him in real life, and he's actually very decent. So I decided to keep him. Now Liam O'Brien, I wanted to get rid of him because he's just generally a bit of an asset. He's 55, just not great. So I got inquiries for a lot of people. The main two, Aokran and Mark Wright from Shrewsbury. Aokran, I don't know where he comes from, but Mark Wright's very decent, 63 overall. There you go. Aokran, um, I want to keep an eye on him, so I made an improved bid or an inquiry bid. And Shrewsbury came back as well. So those main two came back, and that's basically what I really wanted. So that's all I really. Those two were the only players that I really wanted out of this. So that was good. Liam O'Brien, an offer came in for him, um, 90,000 from Old Shot, and I just boosted it a little bit more, like 5,000, just so I can get that extra dosh that will matter in the future. Um, and a few other inquiries coming in, but for the moment, those two players are okay. As you can see, Aokran's team, I don't know what the hell they are. I honestly don't know. But he's good overall, 63 right mid, and so I put a little bit more in, try and get them on my side. But I know, yeah, we're a League Two team, not a very high profile. Oh, sure, decided to go with the O'Brien bid, which was good, and Shrewsbury accepted my offer, and all I need to do was just put in uh, that signature to get another signature from Wright to make him an official Barnet player, our first signing of the season. Jamal Lowe Barnet, yeah, pretty boring because he's 44. Seriously. Or 48 or something like that, 49, I have no idea. So Aircraft's team still wanted a little bit more, so I went up to I think 115, just to tease them a little bit, not give them what they wanted, but give give a little bit of what they wanted. So yep, Liam O'Brien went, unfortunately, to him. I wish him well. Well, not really, because I've never heard of him, but still, all the same. And I officially made Mark Wright a Barnet player, the first player to sign for Barnet. New player arriving, which is great. Great news. A bit of pace added onto that left side of midfield. So yeah, as you can see, my first friendlies coming on, and Aircran, I finally got a bid accepted, so I went onto the contract and offered one to Aircran, hoping he signs before the friendly, and there you go, accept. Second player signed, 63 rated, right midfielder Aircran. And so I went to the squad, and obviously there was no form, but they were all fit, which was good for the first friendly. And I want to make Sam Cowler my number one, and the reason why is because I've known Sam Cowler before. He's quite a decent keeper, so I wanted to improve from what he is on FIFA to what standards he is today, or what standards he could be in the future. So I wanted to put him in goal, and to be honest, hopefully my the rest of the team will be putting in the effort, so he won't need to make a lot of saves, especially to the defence. So yeah, putting Aircran in the team, putting Mark Wright in the team, and then up front I wanted Kaba and John Nurse, who I also know in real life. He's quite decent. Curtis Weston as well. I want to put him somewhere in the team. He's quite a big asset to the team, one of the best players, since we don't really have a lot of very good players. But nonetheless, the team was pretty much ready. I just wanted to make a few adjustments onto the bench and yada yada yada. Anthony Edgar, he's pretty pacey. He's not an asset, but I mean generally he's a good player. So I decided to put him in the squad as well. And I also realised that there was a midfielder playing at centre back. Slightly worried me, especially as he was 52 overall. However, I did carry on and just let him be. Maybe he's good at defence. So I simmed my first game against Inverness, and 2-0 was the final score to Inverness. I wasn't expecting much. They're quite a good Scottish team, so if we pulled off an upset, that would be good, but we didn't. So there you go. We had a transfer offer come in for Yodom, who I wanted to get rid of. 46 overall, right midfielder. Yeah, definitely want to get rid of him, but I wanted to up the offer a little bit more. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough at the moment. Anyway, so second friendly, decided to sim that I'm not big on friendly, so I just wanted to get it over and done with. Final score 0-0. They had a man sent off. He had one yellow card. They had one yellow card. Pretty boring game, but if it's improving my team, then there you go. So be it. One more friendly ahead of us before the first game of the season. And a few bits of details coming in for me. So I decided to sim this one. A lot of Young Chung Sai, but they prevailed against my team. We were at home. So yeah, generally not a good off season, not a good pre-season. But yep, so I wanted to talk to press just to motivate my team. And there we go, Saturday fixture against Fleetwood Town. Now I was hoping for a victory. I mean, first game, I really wanted something good out of this. So yeah, I mean, Fleetwood are quite a good team. I mean, and Barnet are pretty rubbish. So but I mean, you've got to win against the CPU at times. CPU just needs to be completely smashed. So there you go, the two lineups, Barnet versus Fleetwood. And here we go, to my surprise, in the first 3 minutes of the game, Fleetwood took the lead through ball. It was devastating. However, it wasn't going to keep me down, because just before half time, as you can see, cut in, and BAM! Into the back of the net. Abdullah, like I said, very good player, and he did very well in this game. As you can see, nice dribbling. If it's a little bit sweaty, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to lose against the CPU. And so at half time, it was 1-0 between Barnet and Fleetwood, and I didn't care about the other results, so I just cracked on. And here we go. Oh, lovely cross by Cabba. And Weston heads in the second goal. Possible winner. 57th minute. Quite a good chip. Nice header. Powerful header. Felt good at the time. So Fleetwood, they weren't all dead and buried, but I ensured of that. I ensured that that would be possible by making looks offside. Oh, and there's an injured player, but I don't care. I'm just going to go right past him, put it in top corner. Great goal by Cabba. Sorry for that player who got injured. He actually had to go off with a serious injury, but nonetheless, he's got to do his job. There you go. He was a bit injured, Mara. So they had to take him off, and that gave me the idea. You know what? I need to give some of my players a bit of a rest. So I went to team management. And yeah, I just took off some people who weren't doing great. I took off Aircran, put Edgar on, yep, and then I took off Cabba and put oh, I didn't see who it was. But still, anyway, we'll carry on. It was 3-1, looking pretty smooth, but I wanted to just get one more goal to increase the morale. And what would you have it? The guy that Holmes, that's it. The guy that I missed out. The guy who came on as a sub just does a lovely header into the back of the net. Great cross, great chest as well. Great setup, generally from John Nurse, and Holmes heads it into the back of the net to make it 4-1 to Barnet. And full time was blown. Great victory for the lads. First game of the season. We are on our way to the Prem. Well, not quite, but still, you know what I mean. We are getting down to business. We mean business. 4-1 against Fleetwood. Very good. Full-time result there. As you can see, the first goal from Abdullah. Nice, powered into the back of net. John Nurse was man of the match, but generally the whole team played well, so I wasn't too bothered about that. Now, those were the League 2 results. So I got an offer for Johnson, and I just had to get rid of him. 46 is awful, so I need to get rid of him. I'll find a replacement. And the next time, as you can see, I have Watford in the Capital One Cup. Oh, and I also got this from Johnson's buyers. I just let them have what they wanted for the price that was given. Anyway, that's the first ever career mode video, and I'll be putting another one on soon. Peace out.